Hey, what's up, guys? I got an email from somebody today, and I've got to address this. And let me see if I can pull it up. It says, "My name is Matt. I'm 23, and I've been working out for more than 2 years. I've always been extremely small, but not a typical skinny person, more like a skinny fat one. Someday I was just too tired. He doesn't speak English as a first language, so bear with me on this. I was too tired of being small, so I decided to start working out and get some muscles. Managed to gain more than 40 pounds body weight from 130 pounds to 171 and get much stronger in every compound exercise. I knew that stop being skinny fat is a two-step process for a long time. I was not afraid of getting extra body fat, but lately I'm starting to really get demotivated seeing that I'm 40 pounds heavier and giving my best during every single workout. I still look skinny and fat at the same time. Below, I'm sending two pics of me, one taken exactly the day I decided to start going to the gym, and another that I took yesterday, even though they're more there is more than 40 pounds difference between the overall physique, still looks the same to me. The question is, do you think that I should start cutting in my life, or do you think I should build more muscles? Um, Matt, everybody, all you guys, I'm going to address two things in this. The first is Matt's picture, which I'm not going to show out of respect for Matt's privacy, but the guy gained some serious muscle mass, and he went from 130 pounds to 171 pounds. Now, before all you out there are saying, "Dude, steroids, blah blah blah," he's a young kid. He started at 130 pounds. His body got amazing results in the first year, which can happen. You're going to put on more weight. You're going to put on more muscle at the beginning of your time lifting than you ever are in your life. And I can attest to that because um, I've been doing this for a really long time, and most of my gains happened in the first few years that I lifted. And then after that, things get a lot harder. They get harder as you get older, and they get harder as you get more experienced. That's why, like a lot of the pro bodybuilders, they're striving to gain 1 pound. If they gain 1 pound, that's a big deal. Um, for for you young guys here, there, this is the big thing. Matt's asking me if he should cut. I don't think he should cut. I don't think he should be so worried about his body fat percentage because body fat percentage looks to me to be around 10 to 12%, which is a healthy body fat percentage. But there's a bigger thing that I want to talk about here, and I want to get away from this whole Chris is going to tell you whether you should cut at a certain body fat percentage or not. What I want to do is get into the idea that Matt thinks that he hasn't done anything in the last few years, the last 2 years. The fact that Matt thinks that he still looks like the same person, because to me it looks like two different people. And for this video, first things first, Matt and anybody else who's just starting out, I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate you because you've done something with your life. You've remained committed and consistent with something for a period of 2 years. In that time, you've put on 40 pounds of muscle mass. You've transformed your body. You've gotten stronger in every way. But not only have you gotten physically stronger, you've gotten mentally stronger. And that's the most important thing. You've taught yourself that if you commit yourself to something, that you can get results. The problem is that you're telling yourself that you haven't gotten results. You're telling yourself that you haven't gained anything, when in fact you have. Um, you've gained the physical benefits. You're stronger, you're more muscular, and you gained the mental benefits. You've learned discipline, you've learned commitment, you've learned how to work for goals. Now, to me, that's a formula for life. I'm sitting here now, I'm 37 years old, and everything that I've done in my life revolves around discipline. The only reason why I was able to play high school sports was because I started lifting weights. The only reason why I was able to serve in the Marine Corps was because I learned the discipline that I did from lifting weights. Um, I would have never thought of serving in the Marine Corps had I not done that. The only reason why I think I got through college is because of learning the discipline that I learned from lifting weights. The only reason why I'm able to open up a business right now and to be a successful business owner is because of the discipline I learned lifting weights. And so that is the real benefit here. Now, do you look like a fitness model right now? Do you look like an IFBB pro bodybuilder? No. Should you care? No. Why? Because you aren't anybody else in this world. You're Matt. And this goes for anybody else I'm talking to here too. You aren't anybody else in this world. You have your own genetics, your own body, your own history, your own environment. You have the conditions that you're working with right now. And the victory is that you got better. It's not to say, hey, now I can become a fitness superstar, or hey, I can go and throw my pictures out there on Instagram, because at the end of the day, that really means nothing. And I can tell you that. It means nothing. What matters is the personal growth that you get. What matters is the changes in your body, not the changes in your body compared to everybody else, but the changes in your body. The fact that you got stronger, the fact that you became disciplined, the fact that you committed yourself to that goal. Now, what do you do from here? What's next? Well, we all want to get better. And I see in your email, Matt, you want to get better too. You want to push yourself to new levels. And so what you need to do is stay committed. Stay committed to that goal, and maybe set yourself some new goals, right? You put on 40 pounds. Now, like I said, I don't know if cutting's the best idea for you, but maybe saying, hey, all right, I want to get stronger in this department. I want to improve my performance in lifting. I want to improve my performance in whatever sport you're pursuing. I want to use lifting to establish myself and in something else, but maybe use the discipline that you learned from lifting to apply to another area of your life. You're still young, so maybe you want to open up a business. Maybe you still want to get an education. Maybe you want success in your career. But what you can do is start to take some of the lessons that you've learned over the last 2 years and say, you know what, I'm going to apply that same discipline to this degree I'm working on. Or I'm going to apply that same discipline that I learned to this new business I'm working on. And I'm going to put the work in, and I'm going to keep pushing myself forward in every department. Same thing with your relationships. You know, you've learned how to take care of yourself, so now you can start to learn how to give some of yourself to other people, right? And you can only do that once you understand who you are and you come into your own, right? And so with your relationships, you can start to begin to understand what's truly important in this life. What do you see in that person? Does that person have the same values that you have? Have they learned the same discipline that you have? Are they committed to goals? And you can start to see in other people the same qualities that you'd want in your life, and you can really say to yourself, rather than just running up to somebody and you know, bringing them into your life, you can see if they're congruent with your values and what you want. There's so many lessons here, and there's so many things that you could learn from the last 2 years if you just take a minute and say, wow, all right, I put on some weight here. I made some gains, and I achieved something. What can I learn from that? What can I do now to make myself better? Right? And making yourself better doesn't have anything to do with how you look. What matters is what you're learning from it. What matters is how you're applying the lessons that you learned to everything else you want to do. So stop looking down that long road ahead to whatever ideal body type you have, and start understanding the real gains that you made, and start understanding how you can truly live your best life, because you spent the last 2 years being very disciplined and committed to a goal. And pat yourself on the back, brother, because you did some amazing things over the last 2 years. And a lot of people would like to do that too. So for all of you out there who might be doubting yourselves, seriously, really look at what you've really gained from the gym, from going there. And if you haven't been consistent, then think of Matt as somebody who can be inspiring to you. Just by being consistent and being disciplined and putting the work in, he was able to make some massive gains. And if you're consistent and you put the work in, I'm not saying you could put on 40 pounds, because maybe you don't have his body type, and maybe you're not young, and maybe you've been in the gym for a while and already trained and you fell off, and you're like me, who's older, and I scream at enjoy every time I get a little advance, but use Matt for inspiration and everything he's learned from being committed, and pat yourselves on the back every time you get a gain. So hope this all made sense. I really want you all to enjoy this journey and to get the most out of it, both mental and physical. And if you're interested in learning more, come over to my website, warriorsoulfitness.com. That's my clothing site. I've got warriorsoulagoji.com, which is a site I'm starting up to talk more about this mental side of things. And of course, Chris Albert Fitness, chrisalbertfitness.com. And you can learn more about my podcast there, this channel, and everything else. Sorry, I don't mean to plug myself so hard, but I got to let you know what's out there. So until next time, guys, I'll talk to you soon.